I think we're live. What's up? Saber, Ellis, Parker, Gene, Marino, Lewis, Trey, Wu-Tang. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're gonna do some soybean harvesting for the first time in Iowa. BP, how's it going? Welcome back. We're gonna get right into it because we're going to. Oh no, it's off now. Look at that. Okay, I gotta fix this. So let's make this bigger real quick. Let's do this live. And then I think I double click. Yeah. Double click. So you guys can't see what I'm doing, but you'll see the changes. Well, that's much better. We're gonna go over in this corner to hide the map. I think that looks good. All right, in game here. Finally got brave enough to just hang out with you guys while I do some content that doesn't end up on videos. I think it's gonna work out great. Saber Mike. Okay, Mike, I'm gonna call you Mike. Brian, how's it going? Garrett, how's it going? We are gonna get going here. If I can remember how to play this game. I don't know how yield's gonna be on here. I forgot to shut off. Can we get straw on this map? No, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I forgot to shut off the weather damage. I think it's been documented. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it's implemented in a way that could get improved. I'll just say that. I love the effects it does, but I really think just planting on top of it, especially if you use a cultivator, should work, but we're not complaining today. Biker, how's it going? Get centered in my chair here. Yeah, I have no idea how this yield's gonna be. First time doing the soybeans. Brian just got home from a hockey game with some friends. We won 4-2. Congratulations, that is awesome. LFG Dad, how's it going, man? What's up, my favorite YouTuber? Drifty, thank you. Thank you. It's cold today here. It was 12 degrees this morning. I'm looking at the calendar and I'm just saying, why? Why is it so cold? Now we kind of set up AutoDrive already on this field. So I'm tempted to get these passes right here. Instead of just doing a headland, I'm thinking about opening up this side of the field and just turning around and going back up it. And this will be the biggest field that we have to date. The next field we purchase hopefully is going to be a lot bigger and really speed things up. Looking for something to listen to while I'm working on some stuff. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can chat in your ear for a while. Sadly, this might be the first time I've caught one of your... Yeah, well... I wouldn't say sadly because it hasn't been super consistent until recently, and like recently I mean like a week and a half, so we'll be more consistent with it. It's 42 and raining in Ottawa. It's warmer in Ottawa than it is here in the UP. Yeah, I think we will turn around here and go up the other way. And I totally forgot I left crop destruction on in this playthrough, and I ruined a little bit of this field while I was prepping. So, you know, that happens. 4,500 liters so far. Is the mod out that lets us see bushels? I really want that. Kind of miss it. Yeah, I think this will be enough to open it up. But you see all the way over to the left. Plan on going 2 hours. We're gonna go till 4 p.m. my time and get as far as we can, and then the rest will end up in the episode. We're just gonna pick up from where I am at the episode. Middle of harvest is kind of what I'm thinking, because it's gonna be tough to do 5 fields and make it engaging the whole time for a video. Sounds warmer than bloody UK. So 12 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 20 degrees below freezing. I love how interactive you are in the chat. That's why I do it. That's why I want. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm live. I want to interact with you guys. Are you going back to doing farm rescues? Yes, we will be. And I'm waiting for, I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. I'm waiting for a little bit more of an update to Ray County. And once we hear from No Creeks Farms that it's like solid done, we're going to start doing some live streams, and we're going to build out some farms that are going to be part of the first farm rescue series on FS25. And we're going to build like a co-op as well. So we're going to do a lot of prepping live for that series is my plan, and then we'll get the series underway, and all of the farms will make sense that we're building once we start the series. That's the plan. So I'm trying to do things in a sane order and not rushed, because that's what got me down. 55 and sunny, Delaware, 55 and sunny. Man. Colt, how's it going? Riverbend episode comes out tomorrow. Yup. It'll be out tomorrow. We have 2 degrees Celsius here at the moment. That's pretty chilly. Pretty chilly. I love the weather updates. So nice. It's fun. It's a nice way to like get a little boost of which parts of the world are being represented in chat today. All right, so that's good. So let's get this prepped. This will be our first time using this on our harvest. We bought this trailer afterwards, the exercise trailer here. And then the bins, yeah, we'll fill up the regular silo before we move to the bins. Pat, how's it going? From Germany. We got Liverpool in the house too? Man, sunny sounds amazing. Great day to fix the harvester, Kyle. That sounds like real work. That's real work right there. Liverpool, that's cool. That's sweet. Boss! If I missed you on Twitch, sorry about that. We got the comments in here now so I can kind of see. How are the mods on FS25? Are they close to... I wouldn't say they're close. I think they're getting there. They're getting there. I think we've seen a lot of... in my opinion, we've seen a lot of European mods drop already and not a lot of North American mods. And I don't know if that is something that'll continue to be a trend or what is causing that. It seems like the North American maps are taking a little bit longer to get into our hands. Like this one I don't even think was like complete in the version that I'm using here. Alright, so that's there. I don't know if I'm going to use a ton of AutoDrive. Like I think I might set this one up to just kind of wait to be full. Which now that what is... Go to that destination, fill up at big weights, and then... Oh, okay, so this is automatic pickup target, unload target, so that's what I want. I want this, and I want this to sit here until it's full. It's waiting for a call, and it's gonna have those closed, but if I force them open, that won't work. Okay. We'll play around with that a little more once we get full here. And now that we're right here, let's go ahead and take this headland. And we might just unload myself and not go super crazy with AutoDrive. One of these days, we're gonna do a full stream on getting this entire... Whoa! What line did you just go on? We're gonna get this full thing just completely set up on AutoDrive. It's crazy how many people watch from all over the world. I plan to get a map one day. I have a plan to get a map one day. Oh, that would be cool. That would be sweet. That's a great idea. I won't steal it. You can have that idea. Valley Springs, FS25. Who made that map, do you know? Illinois. I'm in a tropical zone of the earth, and it's very hot in my country. Yeah, I grew up in a hot part of the world. Right now, I kind of miss it. Kind of miss Arizona right now. Especially, you know, March, Arizona, with spring training going on and just amazing climate out there. Graham, how's it going? Welcome into the stream. We're just, you know, harvesting some soybeans, helping me progress on the Own the Map challenge. I'm trying to move fast through this series, and so we'll do a good amount of these streams to help with that. And finally gonna like be okay with having a couple harvests or planting sessions not in a video. It's been a hard thing for me to be okay with, and I think it'll be fine. I can just summarize what happened. We'll have plenty to harvest still in the next episode. I'm really looking forward to Alma. I have early access, but prefer... Yeah, I'm doing the same thing with Alma. I loaded it up, flew around in it, and I'm super stoked about that. I got a decent idea for a one-off video for that, but not necessarily a series yet. 80 degrees, man. My dad is probably very happy with that. I know they were outside building a garden in Arizona today. Yeah, I think we got a couple more weeks. A couple more weeks of this cold that came in recently, and I'm gonna update this to 2 headlands. There we go, there we go. We'll just take off like that. And then we'll lock in. Man, this is some cheesy music right here. Let the cheese come out. I need to get t-shirts. I do. It's one of the things that I've kind of slacked at is getting that set up. Let's get at least ×1 going on the speed. After this live stream, your stream should be waiting for... After the live stream, your streams would be waited for? I don't understand that, Drifty. It does have a totally 80s vibe here. I should keep that in mind for an old school series this year. Oh, my dog wants outside. I gotta let him out. I guess he's staying in. This image looks amazing with the light. Oh, I'll be waiting to see more of them. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, we'll be doing a lot more streams. I'm enjoying it. I would definitely rock a ball cap too. I actually like messed with my actual hair today and was like debating going without it, and I couldn't get happy with it, so we went with the ball cap. It's almost baseball season. Oh, that's definitely not what you want to do while harvesting. You do not want to just attach your header like that. Oh boy, that was a mistake. No, I don't want to open that up. I want to let... Where are our guidelines here? Where are our guidelines? Man, with this equipment, we might get through both soybean fields in 2 hours. I think we probably will. Lucky to have hair. If that was real life, I would cry. Oh my goodness, if that was real life, dropping the header like that, man. I wish there was penalties in this game for doing stuff like that. Gabe, how do the D-backs look this year? I think they're better than they were last year. Not as good as it's not going to be as good of a setup for them as the World Series last year, a couple of years ago. Still need a little help in the bullpen, in my opinion. I think the bats will be fine, and the starting rotation is going to be solid. They just have the Dodgers in their way, unfortunately. As a farm mechanic, I would quit. No kidding. Not working for the farmer anymore that drops his header in the middle of harvest. I agree with that. So I don't know, you guys have done soybeans so far in this game. I haven't done a lot of them. And I was kind of doing some math in my head, and I'm like, I think we're gonna make less money this year than we did the first year because of all the corn we dried, where we only have the couple of small fields. I say small, but this one's not small, it's just smallish. This is all the corn we have, and this is all the soybeans. Really eyeing this field next, but I don't know if we're gonna make enough money this year. Just played the Red Sox in a recording I'm working on for the sports channel. Just played them at Fenway. If I had a farm and dropped the header in my pocket, would have hurt. No kidding. Can you do a fully detached? Can you fully detach a header from the inside of a harvest? Yeah, I mean, there's that. There is that. It's not realistic, right? I hope you can. That would be weird. Munchies, how's it going? Are we gonna fill up? I think we might. I think we might be risking it. I don't think we're gonna be able to turn around. And we're gonna have the auger the wrong direction anyways. So let's go ahead and preemptively, we'll just back out. This going. So in theory, I should be able to set up this to unload. Oh, it was already on. Into the semi, and then once the semi is full, it should just drive to the silo and empty it. That'll be the long-term plan. But I kind of want to just enjoy harvesting this myself. Oh, Kyle, yeah, that's a good point. Like, if that actually happened, a header just falling off, I'm sure it has. Some pins breaking or something. Yeah, I haven't completely caught up with all the... That's a big miss right there. That did not line up well. I haven't caught up with all the injuries going on in baseball. Seen a couple crazy trades in my franchise so far that's just really confusing me. Brody Farms, what's up, Brendan? Don't know how you don't have a bigger subscriber count. This is what it is. I would honestly say some of that's my own doing. I'm really focusing on quantity of trying to focus on quantity and not quality and not quantity of our community and our regulars and regular viewers and stuff. Not necessarily. I don't stress about the sub count. I stress more about the view count on videos. Been in Milwaukee watching March Madness. Nice, you're watching it in person. That's sweet. Iowa State took care of business in their first game. So did U of A. Grand Canyon got spanked. Those are the two Arizona schools that made it. My old neighbor just moved out of state. Let me look at this other screen. I can read it better. My old neighbor moved out of state, and she gave my wife and I a Ego Electric Zero. Oh, an electric zero turn. Is it nice? I would worry about it not being able to actually keep a good charge. Oh, did our semi-driver just do? Today's a good day though. Farmer I worked for about 5 years gave me a nice. That's a huge win. 2023 Silverado. Nice. I drive a 2019 Silverado. Iowa State play tonight? Their second round game? I think so, because I think they played on Thursday. Miss Milwaukee, yeah, I used to live there. I drive through there every once in a while to go see my daughter in Illinois, and I love that skyline. The Milwaukee skyline is awesome. Oh, they did play yesterday. Okay. I got my days confused. So they will play tomorrow. Who are they playing tomorrow? I think the only, I didn't pay attention enough. I wanted to. Got a little bit behind on recording. But I did see that Syracuse lost in the first round. I think that's who it was. They were a 5 seed, got beat by 12. Auburn, Creighton. That does sound like it. That sounds like a classic first round NCAA game. Oh, that's the second round game. Even same thing there. Can do 2 acres and cut full speed. That's not bad. That's cool. Did you say what size the deck is? I think I have a 42-inch on my zero turn. It was Clemson. Yeah, Clemson. Beard is looking good. I've been brushing it and treating it since I got some cool stuff for Christmas. Beard butter I got for Christmas. Thank you. If you all don't forget to hit the like button. That's all good. Iowa State, Ole Miss, okay. Iowa State's been sneaky in all sports lately, or at least basketball and football. They're good. I don't know who's going to win it. I haven't followed enough the regular season for college basketball. I'll always root for the hometown, even though Tucson's not really the hometown. I'll still root for them. Basketball coach here in Florida, nice. Yeah, I would imagine being a basketball coach, that was one of my dream jobs originally. Florida versus Arizona. Are you using any extra mods for the way this looks? It seems like, no, it's the map. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I haven't done anything graphics wise yet on 25. I don't even know if reshade works, but it's been pretty intense on this map, the fog. And I'm, to be honest with you, looking at chat more than I am the game right now. Let's raise the header and shut it off while we drive back onto the other side of the field. Pass some time. I think about 9 o'clock this fog typically goes away. Yep, there it is. I didn't want to do the short passes yet, so I'm going to be lazy man and go do the long passes first. Depends on the day if I feel like the hard stuff, in air quotes, the harder stuff that you have to turn more often, I do first or last. Typically it ends up being last. Line up again. Man, this combine holds a lot though. I love it. Reshade does? Okay. Yeah, the game looks, I do think it looks pretty good. There's been some screenshots that I've seen on people posting on like Facebook and stuff that just look ridiculously good too. So I play with the frames per second locked at 60 and on 2K, 1440. Kyle, have a good one. Middle school football and baseball. Baseball would be fun to coach. I don't know enough about football. Baseball, I would have a blast coaching. Yeah, my original, when I was like a junior in high school, dream job was to become like a professional NBA basketball coach or a college coach. And then I got into music, which was a weird transition. March Madness going on. The game started already for the day, right? I gotta keep myself so busy I don't get to enjoy sports as much. I didn't watch the end of the U of A game last night. I watched there was another close one that was going on. I think it was, oh man, who was that? Someone won for the first time in like 13 years or something in the first round. Maybe it might have been longer. Purdue pushed up. Busted up. Is it McNeese? Is that how you say that? I've never even heard of that college until Thursday morning. And they had the... Oh, nope, we didn't lock in. They had the big blowout, right? Or not blowout, the big upset. All right, I gotta look at these scores now. Let's just do it. 76-62, okay. So St. John's in Arkansas starts in a few minutes. Michigan, Texas A&M, that could be a good one. Drake, Texas Tech. Creighton and Auburn. BYU, Wisconsin. Gonzaga versus Houston. UCLA versus Tennessee to round up the day. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, they had a big upset, but Purdue beat them bad. So was that game like worse than, like more of a blowout than the final score looks? I guess 14, that could go a couple ways. It could have been 20 and became 14 at the end. It could have been 8 and been 14 at the end. Lower this a little bit. I think that's what I need. I think I need a lower seat. The slouching issue. Yeah, they were up like 23. Okay, that makes sense. So a little, let's look at this. It has 95% yield bonus. Look at that crop. It's one of those things where I don't think they look great up close, but when you're like right here, I think they look amazing. Now is that's not what it looks like regular game, right? That's got to be custom to this map. I haven't done soybeans a lot yet in 25. UConn is tied for the longest streak all-time tournament wins at 13. Like, that seems wrong. I feel like there's part of that stat missing. Like they've won at least one game for 13 years. I started playing guitar at, I think I was like 7 or 8, and then got really, really serious about bass around age 17 or 18. And then played full-time in a band until 23. I was 23 or 22 when that ended. And then I've only touched it off and on since then in the last 20 years. That's how old I am. I'm 42. So at this point, they are just wall art. I got an acoustic back here behind me. I got an electric and acoustic over there. There's another acoustic in another room. I think so that would be, there's 7 total. They never get touched. It's sad. One of these days. One of these days. They won the title back to back. So UConn's won the men's title back to back? No way. They did, huh? That's crazy. That's a storyline to watch then. When was the last time that happened? Yeah, that makes so 13 straight tournament games they've won. That's awesome. How do you become a member of the channel? It's super hard to explain. If you're on mobile, it's tough. If you're on desktop, it's pretty easy. There's just a join button. And I don't remember if you have to enable on your account. Like there's actual, like YouTube has official videos that help with that because it is somewhat confusing. I don't know exactly how to explain it. No. You leave the harvester where it is and you have the cart come to it, dummy. So Duke in 91, 92, okay. I do remember that. That was Bobby Hurley, Grant Hill, Christian Leitner. That was a pretty solid group of basketball players. So we are gonna fill this up, all right. Oh, Florida did it in 06 and 07 as well. But did Florida must not have won a game the next year to get to 13. Denmark, welcome in. We're talking a little college basketball, NCAA March Madness going on right now. While we harvest some soybeans in Iowa. So we'll drop, is this gonna, 30,000. I think the semi holds 50. Like who, I should look that up. I wonder how many NBA players are on that Florida team. Like became NBA players. You want out, bud? You want out of the room now? If I get up, are you gonna actually go out? Oh no, the driver closed these. All right, let me let this pup out real quick. That's me in there, so I think the AutoDrive gave up finally. So we'll just get those open for us. And did not get up far enough over. Okay, well, let's just run into things. Let's just run into things. Sweden. Daniel, thanks for stopping in. That's some damage there. That's funny. All right, can we just sneak back here? And then they'll still need finish getting unloaded. So we have 30,000 plus whatever's in the harvester so far. Times what, about $3,000 per thousand? Is that what the price of soybeans is? So we're sitting at about $90,000 cash right now. Plus whatever's in the harvester. Oh, 35, almost 3,600 in June. Yep, that's not enough. We need millions. We need millions on this playthrough. I think the first couple years, I was really hoping we'd be able to expand after this harvest, but I think we're gonna need one more year of me not buying stuff. We gotta get so close to the header. Yeah, that was a problem I've discovered when I first started prepping for today. The pipe isn't as big as I was hoping it was. I went with the bigger 45 or the 50 foot, I think, header, and we shrunk it back down to the 45. Is that right? Yeah, so we have the 45, the HD 45X, and I tried the 50HX at first, but it was too big. All right. I'm back at it. How are we doing here? Oh yeah, we've got a ways to go still. We got a ways to go, so maybe this could turn into about a $300,000 field. I haven't used that yet. I watched some videos. Is that actually picking up in real life? Like, are people actually using that type of equipment? Because It just seems gimmicky to me. It seems gimmicky. I don't know. How big are the headers though? I haven't even looked at that. I don't know if I don't think I activated it on this playthrough. Oh, I guess I could go this way. No, I didn't. That would have been smart. I think I activated it on my Riverbend Springs one. How do you, is it Nexat? Nexat? Is that how you say it? It's weird words to me. You already on your second harvest on just barely getting to replant, you're making me feel slow. Gotta move fast. If this series is gonna get done anytime soon, gotta move fast. I haven't either. It doesn't seem very realistic, and I had some questions if it was real. I've seen videos of it before I saw it coming out to Farming Sim. I just didn't know if it was a concept versus a real thing. And if they start at $2 million just for the, whatever you call it, the machine, and then all the attachments are another 200,000, this is like, you're talking just the huge farms are going to be using it, right? They're starting to be used in real life. I've seen farmers use them in Texas. That makes sense in Texas. I don't know. I will just say that I watched some videos. I more watched the views of those videos, and it kind of did exactly what I thought it would do. It would a little bit of a bump compared to some people's previous videos, but not a huge bump like a good, sorry Giants, like a good DLC or pack would do. It's a 42-inch, got it. I did buy Fields 3 and 11. 3 here. Okay, so that's less than $1 million. And 11 is, oh, 11's only 650. So that, we might bounce to that one next. Interesting. I feel like 2 regular harvesters are better. I agree. I feel like that would be. That's my plan on this playthrough, if not 3. That is why we have the little number 1 here. We are going to get a second harvester, so at that point I'll probably do full-on course play and AutoDrive setups and help out. Sorry if this has been asked, but what map is this? This is Monteith, Iowa. By DR Modding. And you can see right there is a link, not a link, but it is the link. You just can't click on it. Off of DR Modding's Patreon. It's on itch too. itch.io on DR's itch page. It has not been said. I need to get those commands set up too so people can just hit !map to see what it is. How's everything going today? I love this playthrough and all the videos. Thank you, Jeff. It's going pretty good. Good start to the weekend. I plan on recording and playing a lot of MLB The Show after this. And then getting back to finishing up, well, starting and finishing the recording of the next On the Map series or video. That'll be tomorrow's plan. If not today, it depends on how quick I get through what I want to get through for the sports channel. I'm regretting taking 7 months off of that channel right now, but it'll be fine. So much more enjoyable, and it's been keeping my... And I say that because it divides my brain. Instead of just focusing on farming, I get to get that outlet of sports out. I just wish YouTube was a different type of beast to where it would be okay to do it on the same channel, but it would not perform well in today's YouTube. I think there's like one person, 1 or 2 people that can get away with it. But it is that time of year, you know, baseball's starting up, get super excited about it, and that means football's right around the corner. Baseball starting means NBA playoffs are around the corner, and then football follows that. It is SWU Sports Network. Let's shout that out again. watching tutorials on Courseplay and AutoDrive so I can learn to use them. I never played 22, it came 25. Oh yeah, so that's overbearing at first. Courseplay alone is rough at first. And this version of it's way different than, well, all the features are there, but where they are in menu is way different than last game. Having it all in this screen. Last game we actually could go in here and mess with all of the Courseplay stuff. Now it's all in here. But this stuff here should be, I haven't read through it, but probably need to. I love Courseplay. I just couldn't do without it at this point. At least with how quick I try to move through some stuff and multitask. Farm manager. That's sound. That should make it easy for me. I don't have too much experience on it. Would you say it's good to get mods off third-party sites, or would you stick with ModHub? Yeah, I talked about this last stream. I would be very hesitant if I wasn't making videos. I don't buy. I download them off the third-party sites to mix up the videos so there's different equipment. I tried to wait for the drops on ModHub this time around. I don't know, if you have a good virus scanner, like I haven't had any issues, but the big problem that I've heard is you can't be like me and get mad when somebody uploads something that's not finished, and then you get mad that it's not done and you got it from a third-party site and it doesn't work in game or it causes conflicts. So if you're willing to take on the risk of downloading a virus or getting frustrated because a mod you installed doesn't work, but at the flip side, if you're able to download third-party site mods, you're able to have power tools, you can make the money work, you can try things out. It's not going to ruin your playthrough, or it shouldn't. Yeah, I don't want to tell people, yeah, go to the third-party sites, because there has been times where people have had viruses or malware where I don't know if there was like accounts got hacked because of a script that someone added. And that's the thing, there's Lua, which is a scripting language that can do anything that any software development language could do for the most part. And someone could put a malicious script in a mod and throw it up to a third-party site and get access to things. So, yeah, I mean, logically, you should not do it. But I do. So it's like, I wouldn't recommend it, but I do it, type of thing. Oh, yeah, you don't have to relearn something. Yeah, you just, or what the changes are and get a little confused. Oh, it used to work this way. Yeah, that makes sense. Do I have, I do. Okay, so this does not recognize the soybeans yet. So once we put that in the silo, we'll, okay. Gotta plan ahead, gotta figure out how much, so like if we targeted, I wanted to target 1.34 million. I don't think we're going to, but at minimum we've got to be able to buy another field, so that's good to know. This one here is 500,000, but I don't feel like 20 acres on this map's really gonna help us much. This is only 25, but out of this 19, most of it's not a field yet. 15 would be awesome. Like 5 seems huge to me. And then looking at the size of 15 compared to 5 and 4, oh man. $85,000 contract? 70, almost 70 acres of soybeans? Like what does this one say it is? So that's over 2 times larger than this field? Man. I've heard bad things about King's Mod lately too. I used to think it was pretty legit, but I've heard bad things that they're getting looked into by Giants, apparently. Someone said on the last stream. But Itch seems to be pretty safe because those are usually the creators themselves. GitHub too, when it is the creator. I usually just make my own mods if I don't find anything I like. I mean, not everyone's savvy enough for that, unfortunately. But I am leaning towards that direction on certain things at this point as well. I'd be making a lot of mods if I had unlimited time. Like I reviewed that supply and demand mod because I wanted to make one, and I found it first, and I was like, well, you don't recreate the wheel. If there's something out there, you know, try it out. And the more I thought about it, it was like, this would be hard to implement. But I might reverse engineer the script that they used to see if there's a better way. There are a ton of mods on ModHub that don't work, and I don't know if it was similar on FS22, but the chatter on some of the Facebook groups has been getting pretty interesting when it comes to some of these issues with mods, and I vented a little bit about it early on in videos about some mods that are just, they're on ModHub and I have no idea how they passed their testing unless they're only using some type of automated test suite that isn't a human actually testing the mods, and I have no idea what Giants does. Tried using the horse car manager one. I think I saw that there was some type of horse mod to help out with horses, but I didn't look into it. So I made one which does. I tried to use the horse car manager one and it didn't work for pastures. Oh, okay. A new map came out that requires 36 mods. That's funny. I don't know why they don't include them in the map themselves. I know the map file would start getting really large, and I wonder if Giants has rules about that. That harvester is life changer. I love it. What map is that? We might be doing better financially on this harvest than I thought. I think we're doing fine. This should just about be emptied out now. Oh, we are going to fill this up again. Nice. I guess it depends on what the mods are. A lot of them are probably the farms, right? I would imagine they're the buildings and structures. I think my problem with that is that means if one of those mods does something to break the game, that map's not playable anymore. But that's more my software development background coming out than I don't know much about game development. Now is this, I don't think we're gonna quite fill up this. I guess we did well with this upgrade we did on the semi. I thought we were gonna have to do a lot of driving, but we can not worry about that yet. Let's get back to harvesting. 15 liters left in here. Where's that? Is that European theme? Yeah. Man, I'm tempted to do that. $80,000 contract. That's a lot of time. Looking at what's left. This is like the perfect field for a harvest, or for a stream. Yeah, if we just finish this field, that would leave the 3 fields in the back and the other soybean field for the episode. That's pretty nice. And I'm probably going to get all the way to selling. Well, maybe not. We might get all the way back to planting. We should go check on the cattle here a little bit. The babies, see how those babies are doing without their mamas. Oh, I have a question. Is it fair to call the series Cattle Ranch if we don't have horses? So this time around on Cattle Ranch, we're going to focus on beef cattle to make it more legitimately feel like a ranch. And I also feel like we need horses to feel like a ranch too. I was doing a little bit of research on it, and it seems like the dairy farms are specifically dairy farms and not ranches. And so I think we're going to avoid that unless we build like a secondary area that's like its own farm, still ran by us, that focuses on dairy cattle. Yeah, and that's the fact that you don't make as much money in this game, or maybe in real life too, I don't know, as you do on dairy cattle. I don't know the comparison. Is why I did that the first time around. We went really into the productions with the milk. But this time around, we can make money different ways and simulate real beef operations, I think. And eventually we could, if there isn't one, out of butcher production as well. And that seems to be where the big money comes in game. I need to get that Be Right Back screen going on this new setup. So we are going to take a break. I think we'll finish this pass here, and then I'm going to take a quick little quick breaky. Yeah, I really feel like focusing on organizing the cattle in their own areas when they're, babies, weaning them off the mothers, and then selling off a handful early on versus keeping them all the way up until they're, the biggest weight possible to sell them, and really start cycling the cattle part of cattle ranch while we are in the background on different tasks, doing farm work that makes more money as well. I added a horse equity increase mod that makes the horses go up more realistically values. That's pretty sweet. All right, we're gonna lock into place here, hit the brakes, and I will be right back. The time sink in horse farming, yeah, I think that's why that's why I haven't done a lot of horse playthroughs, or I haven't done any yet. We did a little bit in the 60s, but I quit that series. Yeah, MP, I was already like planning on just probably taking an existing building in game and making a mod myself and adding like a logo to the building. It's the potentially just grab some icons online. I actually did learn a lot in the last probably 6 months about mods. I customized the liquor one for whiskey, and that was when I first started learning about. I actually really like how XML based modding is. Outside of some of the things are a little strange, but I wish their documentation was a little bit better. Larry, how's it going? Welcome in. Jealous that you took the corn dryer ideas. Do it anyways, man. Do it. The thing I'll say about YouTube, if you shy away from doing things that other creators are doing, you're gonna run out of ideas really fast. There's a MP, I completely agree. Completely agree. I don't like the i3D stuff. If you run out of ideas fast, and you'll burn out faster. There's a fine line between copycat and inspiration, or it was just a good idea and it makes sense to dry corn. Like, you go back and look at Cattle Ranch and the beginning of that compared to the beginning of Chainsaw and Daggerwind's No Man's Land playthrough in FS22. The beginning is a very, very, very similar. I was super hesitant to do it because of that. But the drift of personality, the drift of the way you approach things, just because use the same equipment, in my opinion, not wanting to use a corn dryer is the same as saying I don't want to use a John Deere harvester because somebody else does. So just throwing that out there. That's my feedback. I've had multiple creators ask me if it's okay to do a similar style thing, and my answer is always yes. I feel like there's enough viewership, there's enough interest, there's enough to go around to where I'm not one to try to get the one up on somebody by saying no, don't use similar. It's just everything's been done. It's all been done before. So doing it again doesn't. I don't know. I think I'm making sense. The first couple episodes of those are always similar. That is why I decided to start Cattle Ranch the way I did this time. It's just like, it's too many times. I wouldn't have gotten through. I just didn't want to do the cut down a bunch of trees, make a bunch of money off of wood. I just didn't want to do it again yet. Yeah, I mean, the other option is, if you're not on a wilderness map, is to do one that has contracts and make your initial money off of contracts. But no matter what, that first bit of grind is tedious, no matter what. $20 acres, you'll need 2 harvesters. Yeah, well, that'll be balancing after we see what money we make at the end here. At the end of this harvest season, we'll probably be making that decision on whether or not we're going to start duplicating equipment so that we can move even faster, versus starting to expand land-wise and finding that balance that can escalate us to owning the whole map quicker. Starting with lawnmowers and such was decent to watch. Yeah, that's not a bad one either. But again, like, if you go down the silage route, it gets tedious. I say that a lot. It's all been done before, and I have an Excel spreadsheet with 40 farm sim video ideas on it, and only 30 of them are ideas I've never seen before. That doesn't mean it hasn't been done before. Yeah, and that's another thing, is like finding stuff that has been done in a different niche and redoing it in the farming sim is another approach too. That's why I try to add a little bit of storyline in some of these, because I don't know, I had a good comment a few months back where I was like, I'm trying to mix things up so it's not tedious, and the comment was, it's farming. It's tedious, it's repetitive, we do the same thing a lot in farming. People that watch this content realize that, so they somewhat expect it. I don't know how true that is for the entire audience, but it makes sense. Yeah, finding things that are entertaining to watch is key. And that changes too. It's like what you think people find entertaining versus what they really do, and it changes over time based on the things going on in the world, and it's an ever-chasing tail. You're just chasing your tail all the time trying to figure this out. The corn tortillas paid very well. Corn tortillas? That's kind of cool. I want to make corn tortillas now. I prefer flour. Never thought about looking at another niche for inspiration. On the spreadsheet, I have a part that's say inspiration, so I can give some credit. Oh, that's cool. I did grass and silage in 22, and it gets super tedious. I watch because I love farming. The only thing truly different is colors of machines. It's a pretty valid point. Finding a few things entertaining to watch is key. So like today, for instance, I don't know if anyone watches BGG car repairs, but I don't watch cars. I watch for music. So and that's like one of the things, like the other niches that you could look at is you could easily get inspired by the way that creator is making content about car repairs, and add a little segment in a farming simulator video about repairing a vehicle and take inspiration that way. LW Farms, how's it going? Who is the content creator that inspires you the most? Early on, it was a gentleman by the name of KRX, he's still pretty active on Twitch. I don't know what games he's playing these days, but he originally was a City Skylines streamer. And I got super into his content when I was super into City Skylines. Cozy is a way to describe his channel. He uses that word a lot, cozy and laid back. And so that's been a vibe that I gone for, because I just related with that. It was like, I want to relax. When I'm watching a stream, I want to relax. I don't want to be on the tip of my toes because it's like super intense all the time. I'd rather relax. And then it switched to Daggerwin a little bit. Lately, the big inspiration for me is Bordeaux. He's a college football, NCAA college football YouTuber. And then Mr. Hurricane as well. Those are both sports references. That's lately. Summit 1G was a huge inspiration to me. Big fan of Summit. I think the way he does his content is also very chill, even though it's a different type of games. I really appreciate you play with the way that is fun for you. Oh, thank you, Machine Driven More time lapses in these live streams. What does that mean? Shut my face off? Stop talking? Just music? This harvester holds a lot. We can do that. Oh, I muted myself. I meant to do that. Let's see how it works. Let's see if the live viewer count goes down. Did we lose everyone? I don't mind harvesting this way when we're relaxed like this, but when I'm recording, I cannot do it. I gotta have things rolling and moving. Is the reason you started a YouTube channel and start making FS content? It is not. It was original. So you can look up the channel Stocks Way Up. I started on Twitch doing iRacing and City Skylines content. I started posting like, they were like stream summary videos. And then I posted, there's a mod in City Skylines 1 called Realistic Population. And I posted a video about that mod and comparing it to the base game way population works and supply, how demand of commercial buildings and residential buildings and industrial buildings are poorly balanced in the game. So you don't make a realistic looking city if you play base game City Skylines. You have way too many commercial buildings compared to houses, and the balance is just way off. So that mod existed, and I did a mod review video on that kind of did good on YouTube, to where I was like, well, maybe I should switch to YouTube. And I did City Skylines for a couple years on that channel before I got completely burned out. And I think we're at like 2,500 subscribers on that channel. Every once in a while I try to bring it back as like all these simulation games that are out there that I could play on there. The channel's pretty dead. We're pretty close to being done with this field. We're more than halfway done. We're pretty close. My For You page be like when I come back from school, Farming Simulator. Robert's a member? Why didn't I get a... Oh, I don't have events popping up on here. Huh. No, you've been a member. What am I talking about? I like the interaction on the biggest reason I subbed and became a member, because I didn't read that first comment. I knew you were a member. I was like, what? I got confused. I can try. Hold on. Let me try to add a link. Let me see if I can figure this out. No, because I'm already a member. All right, Robert's gonna hook you. I don't know if you can send links though. My biggest issue with horses is the really unrealistic selling prices. I mean, horses are far more expensive. You sell at like the peak of adulthood $450 in this game? My goodness. Close chat and click where it says if you're on PC or desktop, but mobile, especially Apple devices, I don't know if you can join channels. It's harder to do, I think, on mobile. Peak adulthood is like, oh, it is 2,000 in game or in real life? Oh, I missed my turn. We got 80,000 liters here. We're gonna see what the estimate is for how much money we're gonna get from this after we deposit all this. Yeah, mobile's tough. If you are able to log in on YouTube on desktop, it's super easy. I've seen a lot of streams and videos about this as an actual. It's a problem. Oh, I thought I could do both at the same time on this one. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so let's switch and unload the back here. And we'll get a sneak peek right now. Yeah, we're already sitting at 90,000. Beautiful. That will be very helpful. We don't need those open. Yeah, Android, I believe, you know, being that the maker of it, its parent company is also the owner of YouTube, seems to work better. It's a lot of soybeans. Larry, thank you for becoming a member. Means a lot to me. Thank you so much. My iPad does not have the join button. I didn't know Apple had an issue. Yep. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I need to get better badges. Better badges for members. Gotta add that to my to-do list. Okay, let's look at that number now. Okay, 300,000. That's what we're saying. We hope it'll be about a $300,000 field. Dime Bags followed on Twitch. Thank you. So a little bit more to harvest and already sitting at 300,000, which puts us already close to being able to buy that field or this field. Yeah, we should be able to buy a field after harvest season. I am streaming on Twitch as well. I'm using Meld Studio right now instead of OBS for streaming. Trying it out. It has some bugs. It might get better, but it was super easy to set up multiple streams. And then I'm using streamer.bot, so that I can see both chats at the same time. I don't add chat to like my screen because of the risk of trolls. And then the whole video being demonetized because of certain words that could pop up on screen. Even though Stream Elements should cover me for that. Oh, where am I going? I guess it makes sense to be closer to the harvest. Typically, horses can go from around 10K and up at their early adulthood, depending on their pedigree. Yeah, that's awesome. Pat, no problem. I'm glad people enjoy it. Yeah, we just have this little bit to harvest. We're almost done with this field. I've been having issues with Streamlabs not picking up TikTok stream chat. Interesting. I've never did the TikTok streaming. I think that's where I'm a boomer. TikTok's a little much for me. I guess so adding mods to the game would make horses more usable if you could actually like have a business based off of them. I always looked at them as just like family pets in the game and not a business opportunity. But I know there's like especially the racing horses, right? Like there's big money in that, big money. Isn't just the stud fee in the millions for those horses? I can't use TikTok or my big brother will beat me up. Matthew, how's it going? Always nice, chilled videos to wind down the end of the night. Nice, love it. Love to hear it. Since doing the gaming full time now, I've been expanding different areas. That makes sense. And that would be a wise way to be able to keep it full time too, I would imagine. Yeah, it makes sense that those would vary depending on lineage, but I was just like the top dogs, the top horses. Those are the ones that steeds. Those are the ones that I would imagine they make a lot of money. Ex-boss of mine has racehorses as a hobby. It's $25K each. We are on Monteith, Iowa. DR modding. It's on his itch and Patreon. I don't think this will ever come to console. I could be wrong, but I don't think it will. What else do we have? $40 acres? Tempted to grab one more contract, or one contract and do it. But I don't think, I'm not doing this 80-acre field right now. Socks Way Up is the Twitch name. Socks Way Up. Nice, watching both. Wonder how we're doing over there today. I haven't looked at that at all. My feed says 1 viewer. That's fine. I'm just doing it because we can. I've learned a long time ago, unless you're super consistent and streaming hours and hours and hours at a time, it's super hard to grow on Twitch. Clutch made a mod so you can get 50 grand per horse. Nice. Yeah, precision farming will be back. I'm hoping it's back soon. I miss it. The name paints an image. I know, that's pretty cool, huh? I hated the name at first, but I love it now. It's super unique, too, I think. So close to the first partner level. Are you? Oh, affiliate? I used to be an affiliate, and then I switched to mainly YouTube, and at the time they weren't allowing Twitch affiliates to stream on YouTube, so I broke that affiliate and just stopped streaming on Twitch because of that. That's why I stopped Twitch originally, because I saw the movement of YouTube as more promising and more favorable for smaller content creators than Twitch is. I haven't paid attention to Twitch over the last 3 years since I made that decision. Or I guess it's only been about 2 years. A little over 2 years. Brad, how's it going? Been watching videos for a while. I'm really liking them. Thank you. We're doing good. It's a mod found on King's Mod. Precision farming is on King's Mod? Or are you talking about this map? Only 6,300 more liters, huh? We're not even gonna empty this. We're not gonna take it to the silo. We're just gonna put it in the truck. Oh, the horse mod. The horse mod. Averaging 2.77 right now. That's rough. What time of the days do you stream? I didn't realize I shut the engine off. There we go. I think I am gonna grab this one. Yeah, we'll just accept it. We'll do it with our own equipment. And I'll start by, we're gonna move this. Oh, we still have some soybeans in here. We gotta empty those. Running a cattle farm on 22 now as I'm watching you play. Thanks for the shout out. Oh, no worries. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it is a lot of effort. It is. I used to stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. No, it was Monday, Wednesday, Saturday or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I did Saturday. It was Monday and Wednesdays for sure. And it was very consistent for a couple years. And I think I was averaging about 7 to 9 viewers on Twitch after like 2 straight years of that. It was rough. So 9 a.m. Eastern. Try to treat it. Oh, you try to treat it. Yeah, that's nice. Nice with family. Nice. Yeah, I have. I already know the schedule I would use if I went full time. Not there yet. We got our event venue business off the ground the last year. And I mean, that's where my wife is now. We got an event tonight from 6 to midnight that she's getting ready for. I think it's a bridal shower tonight. So that's been a big focus of the households is getting that financially secure. And then the next thing will be me. For people who think it's just simple and you should sneak a peek at FSSWU's whiteboard. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there right now. Is there anything left that shouldn't be? Hold up. Nah, it's all safe. It's all safe. Oh, we just drove past the field we're going to, though. Yeah, this shouldn't take very long. This is a nice shed that we could have eventually when we buy this plot of land, though. All right. So that's prepped. This is all emptied, so let's take it over there. Oh, no. There's still some... Why won't that unload without me in it? That was weird. I should have just finished unloading. Do you think it's easier to get started streaming and gaining a following or doing a single player or multiplayer? Always, multiplayer is gonna help because not everyone's gonna be able to talk to nobody. And you gotta talk to nobody at first. And that's the hardest part. So if you have someone that you're streaming with and you're having a conversation with them, if there's no one in chat and someone pops into chat, the conversation's still moving, so they're more likely to stay. The temptation when there's nobody to talk to or there's no comments to read and start giving feedback to and having a conversation back and forth, you stop talking unless you get really good at it. Oh, I thought I could drive through the stop sign. Riverbend Springs series now we can because it's technically a multiplayer server. So Cypher PK has a video out there. I should have grabbed the header trailer. What a doofus. This is going to be tough, isn't it? All these signs have collision? Yep. Okay, let's get this header trailer. Let's do this right. Sorry, car. Oh, yeah, so Cypher had a video of, like, what he would do different if he started over. And at his peak, he had, I think, about 10,000 people watching him at a time playing Fortnite. And his big feedback was start with YouTube first, grow a community there, and then get into streaming, was his feedback. I made a 10-minute video into into like 10 seconds there, but my brother plays guitar. Do you play or collect them? I used to play a lot. I don't play very often. Maybe once or twice a year I'll pick them up at this point. I wish I did more, but not a ton. During football season, I'm not sure how many live streams I'll catch, but yeah, during football season, I'll probably change it up during football season and not do weekend ones. But you coach, right? I might be mixing people up now. I don't know what's going on with this music choices right now. Did I put the header on right for once? Twitch is notoriously bad growth unless you already are following or terrible with promote. Yeah. I just witnessed City Planner Plays just switched to Twitch a couple months ago and did a phenomenal job with it, but you're talking like he has like 2,000 to 3,000 in his YouTube streams to begin with before that. Like, so I see that you have, yep, we do. We have the guitars. I don't play them much though. BG260, thanks for popping in. I'm Madden coach. Yeah, I'm mixing people up. You know, I gotta figure out how to organize that stuff too. I got this header's not on, right? Yeah, it is. I got sick of Madden a couple years ago. I'm super glad that the college football game's back. I think my understanding of Twitch is they're going to push people. They've done better recently, but they're going to push people to the bigger content creators because they're going to make more money off the ads that way. You'll have to do backflips or start barking to So I used to do a thing with the channel points where people could like change my voice, or they could make me do push-ups, stuff like that with channel points. It was kind of fun. That's yeah. You're not wrong. Not wrong. 3-time national champion with Oregon. Who was the one I made my first run with? I think it was Michigan State. I started with Western Michigan, and then got offered the job to coach Michigan State, so I took that, and then we ended up winning 4 national titles in a row, and it was all 4 years of my quarterback's career. I don't play on the hardest difficulty though, because I'm a sissy. Because I'll throw 30 interceptions a season on all pro. So just, you know, it is what it is. Whoops. We might use a little speed override for this one. I don't know yet. I mean, you got to turn the harvester on too, buddy. Oh, geesh. That was a fake accent there. Sorry. It's me, Drifty. But, oh, okay. How's it going? I don't know. I mean, the Twitch numbers are super inconsistent sometimes. Yeah, there's only one person on there right now. It's just, it's dead over there, right? We got 3 comments in the whole stream. It is what it is. It's all good. Let's get our audio back on this though. It is fascinating to me that the changes and shifts and stuff of all of these platforms. Hit like 8 miles an hour. Just a little speed boost, just a little bit. Must be the only viewer over there. I mean, who knows? Who knows how it reports? It seems like I always rage when I college football on PS5. Yeah, I played on PS5 as well. Twitch is dead since boob streamers took over. You would think that there's people that don't want to watch that kind of stuff that would still watch things on Twitch, though. I was actually really impressed to see that they brought back the ability to not have to pay, or to be able to pay to not see ads on every channel instead of having to be someone's member. That was finally a good update. Snake Plays, what's up? Oh, Dimfo? How's it going? Sorry if I butchered your name. Yeah, Dimebags, you might be the only one on Twitch. Yep. I think I already said that, though. The ads on Twitch are crazy. I got hit with a 3-minute ad once I... That's just crazy. Hey, what's the field situation here? Is that a different field? Okay, so that's 13. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this map's sweet. Not a ton of fields, but they're all pretty good size. Be interesting to see how many times we fill this up and how much extra cash we make from this contract. Got another follower on Twitch there. Thank you. From Hi Yamas. I can't. I'm terrible at reading, guys. Especially names. Especially names, and it's sad. I just had to clear a bunch of trees on one of my fields because even locked in, I was still hitting them. But this one looks like we'll be okay when I'm locked in straight. Has there been that big of a movement on Twitch for the racy sexual content? That's crazy. Because I know there was a time where they were pretty much against it. Strange. What a time to be alive. Yeah, actually, Dennis, that comes back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow with a 45-minute episode. Noon Eastern time is when that'll be out tomorrow. Bunch of stuff happens. I'm trying to remember how many months I get through on that. It's like, I think it's about 4 months. It's picking up. It's picking up. We're getting back into it. That'll be every... Someone asked when the next Cattle Ranch will be coming out. I just skipped that comment. Riverbend Springs, until it's done, is going to be Sundays. Wednesdays is going to be this series on the map, and Fridays are going to be Cattle Ranch. It's going to be 3 videos a week with streams mixed in there, content on the sports channel. Doing it for my mental health, and I think it's also a strategy that will help the channel long term once I stay consistent with it. So at the end of the day, those 3 videos, you're going to get the same amount of content you would have gotten if I did 5 or 6 videos. Just less videos, more faster moving, longer. Yeah. Making episodes seems like a giant hassle. I enjoy the process. Yeah, the channel members can watch that Riverbend Springs right now. I need to get better at plugging that. That was pretty smooth. Or do it more often, I guess I should say. Oh. Driving keyboard and mouse now. When I know I'm getting lazy. And then speed override's going to be super fast because I was using cruise control to rely on that. Yeah, you gotta worry about mental health too. Yeah, this should be like somewhat of a top focus at all times for people, I think. That's why I wanted to become a member, so I can see. Oh, gotcha. Oh yeah, Dennis, you got the little icon next to your name. Yeah, so you should be able to see it right now on my channel page. Thank you for being a member. And that's been pretty awesome in the last few months. The channel members numbers have grown big time, and I appreciate all of that. Not required, but it means a lot to me to see those every time I log in and see a little update to that. Pretty sweet. Some of it comes from streams, some of it's just naturally, so it's been pretty awesome process. I did get down about views, but I was still keeping in mind that we have an awesome core of regulars that is amazing to have, that I am very thankful for. You can also look at the other big streamers and go back and click on their old videos from their beginnings and see how they barely got any views, and all of a sudden, one or two videos, yeah, went viral. Absolutely. We are on Monteith, Iowa. DR modding. Looks like we're in the ups and downs. Man, I don't even know anymore what the best fast food is. I can't find here the... You can't find this map? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gotta go. Yeah, go to the Dodgers game. That's more important. Thank you for hanging out. I'm looking forward to heading to Illinois next month to watch my daughter's play that she's in. It'll be awesome. Man, fast food. I consider Chipotle fast food, so I would call it that, and I don't have a Chipotle here. Do you still use an editor for your videos? I edit all my videos. I used an editor for 2 episodes of Coffee and Fired Him. We, I wish I had it still, because it would actually be kind of funny to show people at this point, but I gave direction in a video. I don't remember the editor's name, so we'll say Bob. Hope there's no Bobs in here and they don't get offended. I'm just using it as a default name right now. I said, Bob, please cut this part out. I'm gonna re-say what I said the last about 35 seconds, you know, starting with blah, blah, blah. All of that ended up in the final copy that was sent to me. So it was just like adding some subtitles and music, and I've thought about going back to it because I think I could get a lot more done, and I mean, there's a lot of evidence out there of what am I shutting the harvester off for? That an editor would probably edit my videos better than I do, just because they aren't me. But I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I don't want to spend the money. Yeah, that's a smart decision right there. Get the kids to do it. So click on the chat box like you try to type something, but don't type anything, and then the right. In the box, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, you're talking to Odin. Yeah, it's different on mobile. If you're on an Apple device, you're not going to find the join button, I don't believe. I don't believe. I mean, where are these free birds at, though? Like, what towns are they in? Because I would love. So yours is Samsung, which is an Android under this. So you should be able to just go to my channel page and see it there. Well, the thing I don't remember, I shut it off again. The hazards are still on too. I don't remember if you have to like set up your account to allow you to like opt into memberships. But if you, after this or right now, if you just Google how to become a member of a YouTube channel on mobile, there's a ton of videos that'll walk you through it. Like, they'll describe it way better than me. I might confuse you. I don't know what to activate the flashers on mine. It's the 14 button on my side panel, and it's also 2 on my keyboard. Other than that, I would say go in the menu of the game, and you can find keybinds. How did we miss that when we were on AutoDrive or on steering assist? That's going to be important, though. It's a contract, right? Oh, okay, so you go to the little super chat button. Yeah, and there's a weird way to get to it. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to describe it, guys. I would say just go look at a video. As long as you have nothing in the chat box. Oh, okay, the little thing pops up, right? It's way harder than it should be. I don't understand why it's not the same on mobile as it is on desktop. Because desktop, you just go to a channel page and it's like next to the subscribe button. We need to get that little strip that we missed. So I mean, this isn't going to be a ton of money in the grand scheme of things, but I didn't want to end the stream yet, so I thought we would do this. 12,000 plus whatever we make from it. Where farmers market is to sell. I think that might be the only selling location on this map, actually. So I think there's a little bit to do in the top of the field. Alright, I'm interested now. Turn down my volume. Go to YouTube on my iPhone. Go to my channel. Oh, I'm already a member. I won't be able to see it. Oh, this guy's live. Let's join that. Let's see if I can see the member join thing. Hit the money. On my phone, I only see super stickers and super chat. So strange. Don't know why. Yeah, like I said, like it depends on your device. It depends on your settings. There's some good videos out there that walk you through it. The whole process. Let's see. So, I'm trying to remember my buttons here. I do that. Then that. And if I actually use my pedals, we'll just drive to the back of the field and we'll... 3 more passes, I think it is. Oh, we got that other part to do. Yeah, so we'll grab that next. Probably should have just harvested right now. Alright, so then that lowers. Back here. Lock into place there, and we're back at it. %64 done. Man. There we go. raise the header, loop back around, and we're going to go to the farthest pass and continue on. Oh, is it just one more back here? There's going to be a little overlap, isn't there? Or is this the whole thing? It is. That works out good. Go. Come on, cruise control. There we go. I was just watching your video and noticed you were live. Thanks, Sam, for joining in. Which video were you watching? Yeah, super close to being done with this. One of the 12-hour ones? I think there's two of them. There's Cattle Ranch and there's Whiskey RP. Or did I do an old school one too? We might have done the old school. I think that might have been the third, yeah. Six and a half hours in. Oh, it's a lot of hours. It's a lot of hours of this voice. I don't know how people do it. Interesting to see how much extra income we get from this harvest. Oh, Cattle Ranch is the flagship. Is that the saying? Ooh, that angle is good. I'm watching, like, I'm a little behind on the stream on my little preview here. Dust looks great. Wow. My wife likes to listen to my videos to put her to sleep. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. How much land do you have on this one? Let's see. I haven't added it up yet. The plan long term is to own the entire map. It is a 1x map, but the plots are super expensive and they're huge. But once we turn around here, we'll open that up and take a look. Starting to get a throat ache. That's not good. So let's see. 5 is technically 32 acres. I don't know. Does the map? I can't hit visit because that'll stop the harvest. 7 is technically 21. And then 5 and 9. Pretty good amount. So that would be 53... 62, 67 acres about. FS25 ASMR, nothing wrong with that. It's funny. Coffee is my favorite because it's so far from normal that I'm used to. Oh, the coffee series. I thought you meant the drink. Yeah, that doesn't finish. That was when the editor fiasco happened. I think there's actually one video. I might have reposted both of them, and the old editor ones might be completely gone. Oh, did I forget 6? I did forget 6. So okay, we were at what, 67 acres, and then over here we have another 17. So we got a lot. We got a lot. And we're just getting started on this series. Okay, we're not too far from the sales place. Hey, let's grab these, whoops, let's grab these pennies right here, though. I think we got 1 liter. We got 1 liter by doing that. All right, the steering wheel's going away for the rest of the stream. All right. Is this all gonna? Oh, no. Oh, that'll work. That's fine. I don't know if it's all gonna fit. It's not, is it? No. No way. Why is that harvester shutting off when I tab away from it? I knew it wasn't me. That's... I'm gonna look in the XML for that. That's dumb. I don't even feel bad. That's dumb. How close is this gonna get? Have about 4,000 to 5,000 to take over there. All right. Farmers market we go. And hopefully this entire load finishes the contract and we just get profit off the rest. I think we're just gonna probably just make the money instead of saving the soybeans. I guess we could drop the excess off at the silo, but... Got red car! I'm enjoying the Riverbend Springs series and on the map challenge the most. Awesome. It's really neat. Farming is a lot of work. A lot of capital needed for equipment so far. Yeah. This is such a drive, though. 1x map, it's quite a drive. Probably should have done the semi, it'd have been quicker, huh? I don't know if we've showed this yet. But the graphic that they use and the road, pretty genius. Works out pretty good. All right, let's see. Let's see this get to 100%. $83. Is it even gonna... We're gonna need a little bit of that that's left in the harvester. No way. Well, no extra cash for us. Dang. Accidentally unsubbed on your phone? How does that happen? Yeah, it'd be quicker. I was gonna say, would it be quicker just to bring the harvester by itself? But I think this will still be faster. %. This get us back over 100,000. I was at 200,000 before buying the header and trailer. Got it on used. Got a used header and trailer, which is really helpful because cash is getting low until we get through this harvest season. Oh, that was worth a shot, unsubbing. Make like an unlisted video or something about that. Now it'd be nice to just drive under this, but I'm gonna have to go turn it back on. It's really weird. I don't know if I've seen that in any vehicles. Double check the settings again. It's like, let's turn it on, jump out. That still works. Why? Weird. Weird, weird. Maybe I was speaking too soon. Jason, thank you for joining the SWU family. It means a lot to me. That's awesome. Notifications surprised me. That was hard to say. Surprised me. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It should make it easier, but I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why. Now, if we got 18% from a full load, and we have 18% in this load, that should be plenty for 2%. I always stress about these contracts not working. I think I have only seen one map on FS22 where it was just terrible. I appreciate everyone hanging out today. It's been a fun Saturday for me. Looking forward to getting on to MLB The Show here in a minute. Get some editing and recording done. I played most of the games I'm going to play for this next episode. I just got to do some editing and commentary. All right, let's make some money right here. LFG, thanks for hanging out. There we go. Get some cash coming in now. Nice, he did get us over 100,000 without completing the contract. And we'll come in here and collect our 12,000. We're back to 115. Ooh. Like 2 hours on the dot for the stream right now. Awesome. So what the plan was, thank you so much everyone for hanging out. Tomorrow, Riverbend Springs is back. Wednesday, we'll have another episode of this. And then Fridays, for a while, it's going to be Cattle Ranch. That'll be the schedule for moving forward. Hopefully, I'll be live on Tuesday again. Peace.